Just like there are accessories for your camera, there are accessories for your lens. Like we did with our camera accessories guide, we won't be covering all the possible accessories for your lens, but we will touch on the most common. Scan stocks a large array of accessories for lenses, including products designed for lens protection, cleaning and storage, with lenses often costing more than the camera. Protecting them is critical. There are also matte boxes, which can be used to reduce the amount of angled light that may cause lens flares or make switching between filters far easier. These are fitted around the front of the lens and control angled light through the use of barn doors. Follow focus products can even be added to give you far smoother control when racking through focus. A follow focus device mounts onto the rails and through a series of gears gives you control of the lens without having to touch the lens itself. They allow operators to pull focus much more steadily, and some even have hard stop features for when you need to set a specific range of focus. In an ideal world, you could pick up any lens and connect it to your camera, but life isn't always that easy. Lens manufacturers tend to have a specific lens mount, which the camera manufacturers then adopt. As such, it's important to know what lens mount your camera has. In some cases, there may be a lens where you really like the image it produces, or it has a certain characteristic that just draws you to it. If only it shared the same mount as your camera. Luckily, in the majority of cases, it's possible to adapt a lens to fit onto a different mount. Lens mount adapters come in a variety of shapes and sizes, but their core function is to adapt a lens to fit onto a different mount. Some lens mount adapters may also be referred to as speed boosters. These adapters include an optical element which increases the maximum aperture, focusing more light onto the sensor. These devices are great for capturing darker scenes, but can reduce the distance at which you can focus. Lenses and matte boxes allow you to place filters in front of your lens. There are a myriad of possible filters, and each performs a different function. Neutral density, or ND filters, are designed to give you better exposure by reducing light transmission. If you think about shooting outdoors, your main light source will more than likely be the sun, unless you're shooting at night. As we don't have control over how bright our light source is, and our lens may only have a specific range of stops that we can close down, adding an ND filter can help us to better expose for the scene. You can also get variable ND filters that can increase or decrease the strength of the filter. Polarizing filters are tinted like ND filters, however this is not specifically to reduce light transmission. Instead, these filters are designed to stop certain polarized light from entering the lens. This can reduce the reflections on shiny surfaces like water and metal, and allows you to capture more colour and detail on the surface that you're currently shooting. An interesting effect of polarised filters is that they're able to absorb perpendicular incident light waves, which results in more contrast and saturation within the captured image. UV filters are largely more important for cameras that capture to film, as film is highly sensitive to UV light. Without a filter, UV light can lead to blue haze across your film. Modern digital cameras, however, are not very sensitive to UV light, and as such, the need for UV filters has begun to fade. Whilst UV filters may not play a large part in modern digital imaging, they do make it more likely to cause lens flares, which can be an artistic choice when defining the look of a scene. On the opposite side of the spectrum, there are also IR filters, which aim to reduce infrared pollution of your image. This is more prominent in digital cameras. The IR pollution can lead to more prominent reds and browns. Alongside this, filters also help to protect the lens from any dirt or dust, as they block the front element from interacting with your environment. If you're shooting in a location that has large amounts of dust, dirt, or even sand, you may want to consider a filter to help keep your lens nice and clean. I hope this has helped you understand a bit more about the lens accessories that Scan stock. If you want to see more, you can view them on our website. And if you have any queries, please don't hesitate to contact the Pro Video team.